Hey guys, millionaire here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are feeling good and feeling great. I'm not doing too bad myself, but today I'm gonna talk about finances and how to save money. How to budget and things like that. I'm gonna just touch briefly on a couple things. And to start off, I'm gonna start with checking your receipts because today, right, I went to the dollar store just to get a couple things, and I watch every dollar I spend. I don't care if I have $1 million in my bank account. I'm watching my dollars because every dollar to me adds up. So what you guys need to understand is that you have to take value in every bit of income that you have. And once you do that, you won't spend money so loosely. So, for instance, I was going to the dollar store, I got me some paper towels. I just get my little knickknacks. You know what I'm saying? They have the nice incense as well. And a couple little snacks that I like to get. Those fudge covered cookies? Okay, I like that. That's my snack. I like the little fudge covered cookies. So I went and I got those, and then I get to the register, and this is how he almost got me, because he's like, "Oh, I love your mask." So usually when somebody gives you a compliment, that's when your antennas need to go up, because it's like, all right, why you being nice? And that's just the world we live in. And he gave me a compliment, and usually I guess maybe the old me would have been like, oh, thank you. But since I've been working on myself, I just learned to just take it at a little grace. You know what I mean? Like, thank you. And move on. Like, when someone gives you a compliment, don't go over the top. You look good. You should. If not, you need to work on your self-love. Anyway, so he gave me a compliment, and I realized, like, oh, he was trying to distract me. Because I was paying attention, because, again, I watch my dollars. And what he was doing when he was swiping my items, he would slide the item and then put it to the side instead of putting it in the bag. And so he did it with only like 1 or 2 items. So I didn't think nothing of it, but I'm just like, all right, let me watch him, because I never seen nobody slide an item and then not put it in the bag. Like what he got up his sleeve. And he gave me a compliment. You know what I'm saying? So be careful when somebody give you a compliment. Some people might just be genuinely giving you a compliment. Some may be trying to get you off balance. So when he goes to grab, I was keeping a close eye on them items. I saw him swipe and not put in the bag. And so here he go. He tries to re-swipe that item. And I was like, excuse me, honey, don't try to get me. I was like, you swipe that. Then he did an imaginary check, because he know he swiped it. He did an imaginary check, and he was like, oh yeah. Then he put it in the bag. So what that means is, when you're trying to save money and you're trying to budget, and it's a pandemic, so we all trying to budget, don't put trust in the people in the stores. I feel like we forget what we learned in grade school, to count your change. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention. When you go to the drive-thru, you just take your receipt and you just throw it in wherever you throw it. No, check your receipt. Take a minute. I know they rushing because they backed up. That does not have anything to do with you. So you need to make sure, if you're really trying to save your money, that people aren't just taking it. Because after I left the store, I was like, wow, imagine how many times he was able to get one little extra dollar from every client, from every customer. So if you think about it, if he do that every day to every customer and get away with about 95% of the customers, he's making an extra $100 just because no one's counting their change. So you're trying to save money, but every time you go to the dollar store, they charge you extra because you're not checking your money. So an important key to saving your money is watching it. I don't care. Call me cheap, okay? It's free for you to call me cheap. So I don't care if someone is calling me cheap. Obviously, you cheap because you trying to get over on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get sucked into people that just want to try to intimidate you on your money. You know what I'm saying? Because after I checked him, I was like, excuse me, you swiped that one. The manager was standing not too far ahead, turned his neck. He was cutting the boxes, but he heard me say that. He didn't even greet me, but he heard me say that. You know what I'm saying? So he trying to set up his employees to steal. So don't go trusting every business because you think they, honest when they in a struggle too. They own the business. So they backs up against the walls. So don't just go in there and just, even if I'm just in the dark, so I know this one I got the fan on. Yeah, my head itchy. I'm going through it. Let me get it together. Hold on, y'all. Let me get it. Okay, I'm good. So understand when you go into that store, you need to have a list, okay, of the things that you're going to get, and you need to calculate in your head. When I put my items up there, if I'm in Dollar Tree, 1, 2, every item is $1. 3. So if I have 25 items, I shouldn't exceed about $26. Okay, and tax is not that much. So, excuse me, not in Dollar Tree. And that was the store I was in, Dollar Tree. And this has happened to me before. There's times that I went in the store and they scanned the item twice. I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, you got 2 toilet paper rolls, but I only got 1. And they go, oh, my bad. Your bad. Yeah, your bad. I mean, think about it. If you go to self-checkout, now I know everyone that's been through a self-checkout done skipped over an item. Okay? So instead of them skipping over items, they added items. But that's probably why they added items, because you shouldn't be skipping over items. Okay? That's stealing too. But just make sure that you calculating what you got and make sure that's what you getting charged. Pretty much it. If you go to the drive-thru, which you shouldn't be going through no drive-thrus, because I don't know no healthy drive-thru. Nope. So, and if you do, leave it in the comments so we can know where to go for drive-thru people. Make sure, even, sometimes they put an extra fry. Excuse me, ma'am, 1 fry, thank you. You gotta just let people know, because honestly, it's a pandemic. Don't underestimate anyone. And I feel like a lot of times we buy things that we didn't even want. So my number 1 rule, when I go out and I buy something, I better need it, okay? Which means without this, I won't be able to get through my day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need toilet paper. Now, you don't need the toilet paper that comes with extra breeze spray. You just need some basic toilet paper that don't rip when you wipe. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to get, if you do, like, okay, you need name brand cereal. Okay, get name brand cereal, but get off brand toilet paper. You're going to be all right. If somebody gonna call, oh, she got cheap toilet paper. Okay, well, bring it on when you come over to my house. Don't let people justify your budget. People love to justify what you got going on and how much you should spend based on what they believe. They are not in your checking account. So they can't be checking prices for you. Only person that needs to be checking is you. Okay? Like, I'm glad that I was always, like, people would be like, you so cheap. You so cheap. Okay. Let me be cheap. You so expensive. Okay? But look at my value of things and look at your value of things. And it's usually people with no car telling you cheap. Okay. Look what cheap got me. I'm going to keep being cheap. Okay? I'm going to wear me some Skechers. And that was another thing I did too when everyone was making sure they had the most expensive name brands. How do you know? I'm gonna wear these same Skippies. I'm gonna get me some Converse. I'm gonna shop within my means. Okay? When I go into the store, excuse me, clearance. I don't need to be, fashion is about who got the latest just dropped outfit on. Who cares? The people that got the latest on got empty bank accounts. Okay? So if you trying to keep up with them, you're going to be right broke with them. Okay? But if you pay attention to the people with some money, okay, you ain't going to be worried about, oh, those just dropped. Okay, let them drop. You let them keep dropping. And I get it when they drop the price. Because I'm not buying that at full price. I just don't need it that bad. I don't need to buy this to be validated. And like, you got to understand, gentlemen, ladies, whatever, you could break your back buying all these nails, all these wigs, all these clothes, all these shoes to impress whoever you're trying to impress. It's not going to be real. Whatever you're trying to keep up with to impress, it's not worth it. Because when it's all said and done, I know you heard this before, but I've lived it 1,000 times. When it's all said and done, them people are gone. When you need someone to just hug you, if they there, they gonna be like, then talking behind your back. That's still gone. Cause I wouldn't do that to you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you having problems budgeting, you trying to impress too many people that don't matter. You trying to keep up with the keep up. It's not your turn. It's not your turn to keep up. It's your turn to sit down and pay attention and learn something. You know what I mean? Take some notes. Okay? Are y'all hearing me? I feel like sometimes y'all don't get it. But you know what? There's going to be a few out there that really get what I'm saying. Let's jump to another point. Okay? Ladies with the fingernails. Okay? That is a trap. Okay? When you go out and you getting these $100 nails and you getting this $1 million whatever, you flashing it off, you feel brand new now because you done bought you some nails. Guys don't like it. Okay? They wondering, how the heck do you wipe your behind? How? And to be honest, majority of Asians run the nail industry. I mean, now we have we have more black-owned nail stylists and doing it on their own. But where you getting the product from? So, if you look, I've never seen an Asian with fake fingernails. It might be a few out there, but a rare amount. Don't you ask yourself why? No, it don't matter. You just, okay, to each his own. You don't need these nails. And if someone is around you saying, and definitely now there's a pandemic, so now you have an excuse. But if someone is looking down because your nails aren't done and you feel insecure because someone else pointed out that your nails are not done, that's not your friend. It's not. Simple. Because those nails shouldn't validate how cute you look. You can go paint them with some, I got clear on mine, but they so strong, and I used to wear nails all the time. That was like my budget. I had to invest in my nails. And all that money I invested in my nails, all I got was sensitive nail beds, nail techs that I don't even have their number, so I invested all that time and money in them. We ain't even cool. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't call them for nothing. So I just overall realized, like, it's not worth it. When you trying to save your money and you trying to invest and you trying to look good and you trying to keep up with the Joneses, understand it's not worth it. And if someone doesn't choose you, if you're going for a job interview, or if someone doesn't be your friend, or if someone doesn't, whatever it is, because your nails weren't fake, that wasn't for you. It just wasn't for you. God wouldn't send you someone to pick you for whatever reason because of fake nails. You getting me? A little bit. And even to ladies with the hair, take it easy. I'm telling y'all, on video, I wear the wigs that I've had. But I used to be in the beauty supply store once, twice a week. Once, twice a week. Invested in a beauty supply store. Invested in a beauty supply store. Guys don't even like that long hair. It get all in their mouth when they try to lay down and watch something with you. It's too hot. It's too much. Calm it down. Get something shorter and realistic. You don't need nothing down your back. And if I wear something down my back, it's because it was back in my days and I have it. But right now while I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm not going and buying, spending more money, investing in an Asian business for some long hair when it's not worth it. Get you one good, two good, wigs, weaves, get two good ones, and that's it. Don't try to keep up with the music. I change my hair every day. Girl, it's not that deep. If you don't like me because I don't change my hair every day to keep up with you, baby, you don't like me. And what I used to do when I really, what I'm trying to say, I will strategically plan out one wig, okay? So first it's going to be a light color, and then it's going to gradually turn into a dark color. Or if I got a dark color, it's going to gradually turn into a light color. And that way I can get 3-4 different looks out of one wig. That's how you budget. I don't have 16 million wigs. No, that's the same wig. It was light, I made it dark. It was dark, I made it light. I done did it 10 million times. It was long, I made it short. It was short, okay, I made it shorter. Like, ladies, it's not about how much money you can spend. No, it's about how creative you can get with the money that you have. Y'all got it all wrong, okay? And if you like relaxed hair, grow your relaxed hair. If you like natural hair, get you some products and grow your hair naturally. And if someone don't like your natural hair, I done said it before, that's not the person for you. Excuse me. I always love this saying that my friends don't make me. Y'all ever heard of that? My friends don't make me. A lot of times people be broke because they trying to keep up with expensive friends. That is a poor investment because you're going to go spend money, right? And you're going to go keep up with the look, keep up with the hair, keep up with going out, keeping up with drinking, keeping up with smoking, keeping up with whatever it is this friend wants you to keep up with them. When it's all said and done, and you call, this the test. This how my friends, they know when they're not my friends no more. This is the test I get to see if you my friend before I like treat you like a friend. You know what I mean? I'm going to call you at a odd hour of the day. Call it what you want to. I need to know. Okay? Because I know people come through that you need when things go wrong. So if you call someone, even if it's like, girl, I need to talk, call them at an odd hour. And if they may not pick up because they might really be sleeping, okay. But if they don't call you back like, hey, bro, what was the emergency? You know what I mean? Like, they don't call back at any type of concern, you might want to raise that eyebrow up. I had a friend. We were friends from, I would say like high school. And then we lost touch of time and then we became friends again. And I thought like the friendship was going to be even better because like we had history. You know what I'm saying? And sometime that's passed like maybe like a good 4 or 5 years. Like I was in college doing my thing and she was doing her thing. But at the end we ended up like living by each other. So we ended up getting back friends. And I'm a good friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to be a good friend. And I just assumed she knew I was a good friend and she was a good friend, right? So there's a time she needed me to do this. She needed to use my car. She needed a babysitter. She needed me as a friend. Like, I was there. Like, she needed me to talk to. And so I didn't have a lot going on. So I didn't really like reach out to friends. And maybe that was something I should have did. Like, whenever I have problems, I like to just deal with them myself, because I don't like to bring my problems on other people. That could be a blessing and a curse, because, like, again, how are you going to know if somebody's your friend if you don't even go to them? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, I take my learning experiences the way it is. So anyway, so I was always there. Like, it came to a point I was just like, girl, I'm tired. You know what I mean? Like, I had to just let her know, like, girl, I always come through. I can't come through. And she didn't even flip off of that. You know what I mean? Like, she was just like, all right, I get it. I guess she understood, like, dang, I'm ODing. ODing is like, abusing the friendship. So, right. So then, this is before I started testing my friends. This was when I realized, yo, I need to start testing my friends, because I done invested a year of being there for this person unknowingly. Like, was she really there for me? You know what I mean? Like, maybe she showed up once or twice or whatever, but was it equal? That's what I'm trying to say. You know, people need to meet you where you be enough, right? So there was this time that I am terrified of, I don't even like to say the word, but it was just a bug, okay? I'm terrified of bugs. And so the bug, like, it got in, and yes, I know I've overcome my fears today, but at the time, I was really, 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 really terrified. I don't know why. Like, it's just one of my fears. Like, I don't like bugs. So now I've learned to just swat them away. You know what I mean? Like, I learned to get a shoot. I've learned to deal with bugs. But at the time, I really didn't learn how to deal with bugs. Like, I was just one of those, you know what I mean? So anyway, so this bug, and it was like the middle of the night. And it was in my room, and like, I just felt the walls closing in. I just started thinking the words like, oh my God, this bug could get on me. Oh my God, it's here. Like, oh my God. And you know what? I was like, all right, maybe I'm just gonna sleep in my friend's house till the morning, you know, and then in the morning I could deal with the bug. That's what came to my head when I called, because I just couldn't sleep because I was just so afraid of this bug. That's how cuckoo I was. So anyway, so I called my friend, and I'm calling her, and I'm like, dang, she not picking up. I'm like, all right, maybe I'm being dramatic. So she didn't pick up. So I didn't think none of it. I'm just like, all right, I'm going to just go to a hotel. As I'm telling this, just understand, I was really scared, okay? I was scared of my life. Like, you would have thought somebody was trying to kill me. It was a big bug. So I go to a hotel. You know, I found one on sale or whatever, and I go to a hotel, and I just relax. And I'm just like, whew, Lord, you know what I mean? Like, I just was just like, I just couldn't sleep because I was so afraid of this bug. So the next day, you know, I was like, oh, my friend don't even call me back. So it was a couple days, and she didn't even call me back. And I was just like, you know, after I calmed down and came to a realization, I'm like, wait, she didn't even call me back. I was like, as many times as like when I tell you, I was there for this friend through worse than a freaking bug. I was there for this friend. And she didn't come through. She didn't even, she ended up, it was like a week or 2 weeks later, and she needed me again, right? And I was just like, oh, I'm busy. You know, I've been busy. And she was like, oh, what happened? You called me like a week ago. See what happens? When you trying to impress the wrong people? She called me a week later. I could have already been dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, bye. I ended up just boop, 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 boop. Because I was just like, that's not the type of friends I want to keep investing in. So you need to be investing around the right type of people. Now, don't go searching for people with money. You know what I mean? Don't go searching for people. Just calmly stay to yourself, and the right people will attract to you. And then you get to read them slowly. Like, don't jump all into these friendships because they look good online. So that's a very, very important factor, is being, because some of your friends will be like, hey, let's go out. Girl, I told you I was saving some money. You know what I mean? Let's do something in the house. And they be like, I want to. Girl, you don't need that type of energy. Boys too. There's those guys that just want to go out, let's go to the mall. No. I'm saving my money. We can do something. If friends want to hang out with you and be around you, an hour in the house, 2 hours in the house shouldn't drive y'all crazy. If y'all need something else to have fun, y'all not friends. Simple. Because I know when I have a good friend and we go back and we connect, I don't need things to make the friendship exciting. I don't need, for guys, I don't need women to make the being exciting. And for ladies, I don't need men to make the friendship exciting. So pay close attention to that. Don't neglect it. Don't ignore it. Because it can be, even the friends that always need money. You always lending. Now you lending. You missed the lend. You the bank. You can't save money because too many people owe you money. It's okay to say no. I don't care if my bank account is pouring out in millions and I know this person don't pay me back. I just paid that bill. I just paid that bill. You just got bills to pay. It's a pandemic now. Girl, I have friends that, may have lost contact with me but still was following me on social media. DM me because they see that my business is booming. DM me asking me to help them out with bills. Never posted a picture of mine. Never, showed no support. Never did nothing as a friend. But because I'm getting it together, I'm entitled to lend you some money when you haven't done anything to help me get where I'm at. You hear me? So look out for all those type of friends. They come in all different flavors, okay? You want to return all them flavors back to sender. Because it's going to just keep costing you. You got to go on trips. When you go on trips, now you got to Ubers. Now you need food. It's over $500 of expenses that you could have been saving for an investment, that you could have been putting aside for your business. When you start a business, you're going to need this, you're going to need that. You're going to have a lot of unknown expenses. So you need every dollar. Every time I spend $1, I'm like, could I have invested that differently? That's how you change your mindset. Stop feeling like every dollar, it's just $1. No. Oh, that's just $50. I'll be like, $50. Can I get that somewhere for $45? Okay. Even my phone bill went from $50 to $45. Somebody had it $5 cheaper. I'm there. Unlimited everything. Ooh, catch me in. I saved $5. Woo. Because I know I need that extra $5 because this time for time, I like my little Chick-fil-A nuggets. So now my Chick-fil-A nuggets are technically free. So now I got unlimited phone and free nuggets. Who don't like when you save money somewhere, you're getting something else for free in a sense, in a technical sense. Because if you would have kept spending that money there, you would have never been saving it somewhere else. Because even if you were spending it, so even with my phone bill at $50, I was still going to get them Chick-fil-A nuggets. You get what I'm saying? So now I'm getting phone bill and Chick-fil-A nuggets and I'm saving $5. It's a win-win when you think about how you spend it and you watching people around you. So in case you missed out, you need to be watching the people at the store that's scanning your stuff. Make sure you're not overspending. You need to be watching your friends. That's two people need to be watching, okay? That always want you to just give out money. No, we're not doing that. It's over my budget. I love to tell somebody it's over my budget. Girl, this unexpected bill came. Oh, over my budget. And then somebody say, oh, don't invite her. She always budgeting. Okay, don't invite me. Don't invite me. That's okay with me. You gotta understand that it gets difficult because people like to make you feel insecure about your financial decisions. And quite frankly, I know what I'm doing and I know what goals I'm having and I know where I'm trying to get. If I continue to do this just for a little while, it'll pay off more in the long run. And you're focused on the long run. Because anything short and sweet, it's not worth it. It's just not. So, those are some other good points. And I want to get on to the next point. When you are trying to really save money and budget, you need to make a list of your bills. Okay? Every single bill, every subscription, every fund that you have from day 1 to day 30, you need to be writing down that expense. When you get through that expense, you get to the end of the list and you circle that total. Okay? Whatever that total is, your income needs to exceed that. Even if it's by $100, depending on what you're trying to save and how much you're trying to save a month. So if you have to pick up a second job to help exceed that limit for a short time period, you'll be all right. You're going to be just fine. It'll be 3 months will pass before you know it. You won't even feel it. And at the end, when you save up that money, you're going to be like, wow, if I did this in 3 months, do slowly. First do 3 months, then do 6 months. If I did this in 3 months, what can I do in 6 months? Okay? So you have to take things slowly. Don't try to save a large, unrealistic number. Like some people's like, all right, I'm going to save $1,000 this month. How? You don't even make that much after your bills. You realistically can't unless you doing other extra jobs like Ubers or DoorDash or things like that. If you're adding those in, you still have to then add in gas expense. So once you add another job, you need to be adding the expenses to that job so that you can have a realistic understanding to see if it's even worth it. Because if you start doing this other job and the expenses surpasses the income, it's not going to be a smart investment. It's going to be a waste of time. So realize what things are a waste of time and what things are not. So for me, before I started my business, I was working. So I was working with Deb. And I was using my hair income as my savings. You know, because I was like, okay, this is going to do this and this will do that. So that's a perfect example. Hair is a full-time job in a sense, but I was doing it part-time. So try to find a job that can be full-time, but you do it part-time. That way you can really see some dividends. You know what I mean? You don't want to just be working yourself for all this time and all month and all day, and you only see $100 difference. That just means you just overwork yourself for $100. When you sit down and you breathe, was it worth it? You get what I'm saying? And believe it or not, there's part-time jobs out there. I feel like a lot of us feel like we're too good in a sense to do that job. Like, I can't be working there. But listen, go get the check, okay? You are building yourself up, okay? You could have different streams of income, even if they're totally different things. Like, don't limit yourself to, okay, I'm just a nurse, so I'm going to nurse here, here, and here. You're going to get bored and drain out. You need to switch it up a little bit. I think doing computers and doing hair was perfect balance. They was totally opposite. Excuse me. One job I'm dealing with people, one job I'm dealing with tech electronics. So when these people get on my nerve, these electronics don't. When this electronic get on my nerve, whew, I can see some people. You gotta give yourself balance. Like, don't have Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, Wendy's. You're gonna smell like fried tacos. Okay? You're gonna be exhausted. You don't wanna exhaust yourself out trying to get to these goals. It's like, you still have to be working on yourself. So in order to work on yourself, you need balance. Because what happens is, right, you're going to be running, doing the same thing 10 different ways. By the time you get down to it, you're going to need a therapist. So now all that money you invested, you're going to need some for a therapist. You're going to need some for the gym because now you don't got fat. You're going to need, you know what I'm saying? You're going to need to buy bigger clothes because now nothing fits. So you don't want to start trying to get more money where, okay, I'm going to use my car. But for my car to do this job, I'm going to have to be working all night, all long. I'm going to need gas. I'm going to need an oil change. I might get a flat, tickets. You get what I'm saying? So when I say invest smartly, like, okay, maybe you do DoorDash or whatever, but you can't only use DoorDash as your part-time job. Because if you do, you're wasting too many hours. You get what I'm saying? So maybe you got DoorDash giving you about 3 hours a week, and then you got the waitress giving you about 6-10 hours a week, and then you got your main job. Now you got balance. You get what I'm saying? Because if you just do 6 extra hours of DoorDash, you want your back, your gas, your car, wear and tear. Get what I'm saying? It's not gonna make sense long term. Okay, so you want to think about things that's gonna help you long term, not short term. So short term, yeah, you might be able to win around and get all the orders. Oh, it just started raining. Sorry, I know I can be all over the place, but you don't want to just wear yourself out left and right. So, guys, when you're trying to save money, you gotta really sit with yourself. Write down the important things that you need. Look at the surroundings around you, because when you start saving money, you don't want no one belittling you and making you feel bad about it. Okay? Extra money should make you feel good. So take some time, write some things down, evaluate yourself, and if you need some help, again, I'm always here. Shoot me an email. We could figure some things out, but it shouldn't be that hard for you to just get a list, stick to it, and be consistent. All right? Until I see you guys again, have a good day, good evening, good weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next video.